So as you guys can see on my phone, I've just created a new TikTok account, and this is exactly how I make my creatives. Obviously, when you're evolving, you hire UGC teams and things like that, and there's going to be information on that in the Discord. You can always go and ask more and more questions in the Discord. We will have answers and people answering you for literally everything you could potentially need to scaling up your stores. Again, this is just how I set it all up. So I just downloaded TikTok, and the first thing we're going to be doing is looking up the, what's it called? The self-cleaning hairbrush. Now, a lot goes into the creative. Don't just think I'm taking pieces of the internet and putting it together and putting text over in it and saying, screw it. There's a lot that goes into this, and a lot of people who might be actually younger understand this, like of how the videos that you choose and how they hit what audience. So, for example, if I show an average looking girl just doing her hair, not showing anything crazy, not doing all these extra things, all these extra moves, or using these extra sounds, as some of you might know what I'm implying to, it will show it to the exact audience that's interested in the product. So swipe down. For example, I was selling a necklace in 2021 on TikTok, right when it just started booming. And what happened was I had this model. It was my girlfriend actually, and she was in this video, and she's doing, whatever, selling the product. And basically, I got these crazy good metrics. I was getting a very low cost per click. I was getting a very low, CTR. We'll get into metrics and what all that means just in a minute here. And it was getting all these amazing clicks, and it wasn't getting any sales. And when it did get sales, it was guys. So you got to understand, the TikTok is not just showing it to people who are interested in the product. If TikTok sees that, it's people are making fun of it in the comment section, it's going to make it optimized to. It's going to make it optimized to people who are going to be making fun of it in the comment section. If it's optimizing towards guys who like looking at a girl's butt, that's what it's going to optimize to. So you got to think about the algorithm and work it backwards in your head and basically play it like a fiddle. So how do we show it to all the girls that have messy hair, that need their hair clean, that don't know how to clean their hairbrush? Well, you find a normal, messy looking girl, and you get her cleaning it and using it and showing three things. She's showing the product, the function, and then in the creative, we need to state the offer. Product, function, offer. If you focus on those three things, I guarantee you will hit your audience and like every time. What do I mean by this? So literally just showing the product, not doing all these extra crazy things. So let's take, for example,
types of brushes like that. The hair slides right off, and there's no cap for.
Okay, here's our brush.
Why I want to return my self-cleaning hairbrush. Too easy to clean. Made my hair too healthy. Why I want to return my self-clean.
So this one you see right here, a lot of people would look at it and they want to rip it or copy it. And I would say no, because what this is an organic ad. So this ad is performing and it's made for organic. So when you are running organic on TikTok, you want to have that kind of like wow or what factor to actually get people's attention. Whereas when we're running ads, it's going to take whatever audience that captures and amplifies it. So that's why, again, think that's an example where you might think you found a winning creative, but no, it's really not. And it would work on organic, but it won't translate well to paid ads. So again, a lot of you might have just thought like, oh, that was a perfect ad, but that will only work well organically because anyways.
I got scammed by a TikTok shop seller, and I'm going to show you how. So I got one of these self-cleaning brushes where you're supposed to.
You see this? I'm going through postpartum still. I just had a baby 6 months ago, and my hair's been falling out like crazy. So I'm gonna brush it first, and after I'm done, we're gonna push it all out. Watch. This thing is good for cats, dogs, humans, anybody that sheds hair and doesn't really want to keep it in their brush. Very easy to come out. And no, my hair is not falling out because I dye my hair too much.
Pub, you got the self-cleaning hairbrush. It is so easy to.
This is a self-cleaning hairbrush. I hate cleaning my hair out of the bristles, but this brush has a button on the back.
I was inspired by this TikTok.
Reminder.
Obsessed with you? Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, so this one just shows and states the exact offer, and that's why I like it. If we go to the comments here, my dog has a hairbrush like this. Isn't that a pet brush? Cheaper, early. Okay, so the only reason the comment section, it's okay. It shows that it's somewhat alluding to the right audience, but obviously the reason I like this is because I can easily mask the text that's on the screen, and I can change the sound to what's ever recommended. And click more, and I'm going to copy the link, and then I'm going to go to snaptic.app. Let's see here. Because if you just save it directly, it's going to have the watermark. So we're just going to go to Snaptic and then download HD. And it's going to show ads and things like this, but it's the way you can do it on your phone. Close video. Let's try downloading that again. One more time. I know it's been a long time, guys. We're going to get through this. We're getting a store launch today. Let's see if we can just push through. Okay, just download. And then once we got that downloaded, we should be able to go onto TikTok and edit it. Now, again, what are the things you're going to want to look for when you're looking for raw footage? You're going to want to make sure the comment section somewhat matches up, or if you can, just find a good quality video that's like just showing the product. A lot of times when you see these girls, and even though the comment section might match up, it's better to just have something where it shows the product, because that way you can work with it, you can use your own text on the screen, and you can play around with it. So now that we click download, we're going to go over to TikTok. Okay, now we have it in our TikTok ads manager, or our TikTok account, and it looks perfect. It actually looks amazing. So you may be wondering, what am I going to change? Let's see if I can mute this. So you may be wondering, what am I going to change exactly? I'm going to get a little silent here just because, and you're probably going to hear this TikTok play a million times, but I'm just going to show you what it's like to make a creative. Now, how many creatives are we going to want? We're going to want a total of 4 creatives. Now, these creatives, I'm not more so doing anything drastic. I'm making little fidgets and little changes, okay? So we're going to make these creatives. I'm going to make them in front of you guys so you guys can just see exactly what it's like and do pretty much just watch it through and then do the same for yourself to make your own.
Obsessed with you? Yes. Yes, I am. Me? Obsessed with you? Yes. Yes, I am. Me? Obsessed with you? Yes. Yes, I am. Me?
All right, guys, so as easy as that, I just did my first creative, okay? So that's my first creative, and I use it you can use, don't allow, I don't want to use my contacts, I don't want people seeing this, right? So with that one, you just add it to the TikTok account that you make for running ads. I definitely recommend you have a TikTok account for searching for ads, for creating ads and everything like that. That's just like not attached to your own, especially if you're really trying to take this seriously, because people will find your stuff and copy
Obsessed
it.
With you?
So as you can see, my ad posted.
Yes. Yes, I am.
That's creative one. So what do? We added the offer. We show the product. We didn't show too much of the function, but that's okay. We kept the original sound, and we're just gonna basically make a couple more. Obviously,
me?
Obviously, we're gonna have more variations. We're gonna see what does better. So yeah, let's go ahead and use another video where it's just, maybe this time we use the recommended sound and we change up the function, or we add the function.
Me? Obsessed with you? Yes. Yes, I am.
You guys are watching a craft right here. We are crafting up the next Titanic, baby. All right, so boom. So what did I do there? I used the recommended sound now this time, and I added the product function in the middle, and then I added the offer down below. So the algorithm will be showing this now to people who want the function of that product. So people who have messy hair, it's going to show it to them automatically. And then it's also going to show it to people who are okay with the offer. The reason is their eyes are going to see that top line first, and it's going to show it to the right audience. I promise you. Think about it if it's over your head, but that's just how it's going to work. So that's one of our creatives.
With you? Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and waste no time here. Obviously, time is very valuable.
Obsessed with you?
So we're going to go and add the next recommended sound. Recommended. Has kind of a mysterious vibe. And then we're going to just be a little bit more funny with this one. So the first one, we had one literally just showing the product, the offer. Now then we showed kind of the product function offer. And now we're just going to say something that's still going to allude to the product, the function, and the offer, but maybe have a little bit more fun with it this time. So as you can see now, let's watch it. I never thought a self-cleaning hairbrush would change my life. Best $7 I've ever spent. So we still made sure to really focus on the product and its function. Obviously the product is in it. So the function of the product and then the price. So it was only $7, best $7 I ever spent. Again, we're doing it, but now we're having fun and adding things and allusions to it where it's, not more creative.
Obsessed with you? Yes. Yep. Me?
This is our new recommended
Obsessed
sound.
with you?
Yeah, it seems very girly. But so with this one, we went for a little bit more engagement here, and it's going to get more engagement whenever you enter things like boyfriend, ex, things like that. Is this a sign? Asking a question. So it's going to show it to a lot of girls, obviously only girls. And it's kind of gonna imagine all the girls like getting together and talking about it or thinking things about it. Obviously, we're not going to have our comment section on for when we run ads, but just think of it like if it were an organic video. So first things first, we had our... So I'm going to go ahead and post this now. And guys, here's the TikTok. I am going to leave these up if you do want to go check them out. I'm going to leave these ads up that I created. You guys can go do as you... I never thought a self-cleaning hairbrush would change my life. Best $7 I've ever spent. Kind of just fits the music, a bit more dramatic. Obviously, these are the recommended sounds TikTok's telling us to use. This is not like me picking songs. You always want to do that because TikTok will it already knows. I promise you, it already knows where to put it. And if you just kind of follow it, it'll take you to the right places. My ex got me this self-cleaning hairbrush. It was only $7. Is this a sign? That's going to get a lot of engagement, but the only thing is it might hit the right audience. It might hit people who are engaging more with it. Is it going to hit the product, the function? We don't know. Is it going to hit that right audience that's just buying it for the best prices? We don't know. But what I can tell you is it's going to get a lot of engagement, and it's always worth a shot. So like those, as you can see, we went from very controlled to still controlled, and obviously we're stating the product, the function they offer at all times. But, you know, we had some fun with it. So please watch that through back. You know, that's just that you just saw me live create creatives. I haven't done that for anybody. I've never posted on YouTube before. And that's super valuable because everybody has their own thought process that goes through that. And I think I'm really happy I just did this section. That should be probably some of the most valuable info on the internet, and people in the past have tried to pay me tens of thousands of dollars for that. So there you guys go. We have just made our creatives. Now, what do you do once the creatives are made? So once the link is copied, all you got to do is email it to yourself, and you're going to do that for all the same links. So I'm going to do so now let's go do these other links. Don't miss a beat here, guys. Don't miss a beat. This is very unforeseen information. All right. These are actually, man, these creatives, see, this is when I start to get excited. Once the site's done, the grunt work's done, and then these creatives are just amazing. So I'm really excited to actually launch this site now. Do post these ads. It's going to take about another 1 to 2 hours. It could, and then sometimes it approves instantly, but like 2 hours max to approve. So once we have that, we're going to go ahead and go into our email, and we're going to see all these amazing links. And next to it, we're going to go ahead, open SnapTick. SnapTick right now, SnapTick video downloader. And we're just going to take these links here and go ahead and paste. You could duplicate and do a bunch of these at once, honestly. Sorry if this is confusing, but I'm just duplicating it 4 times so I can do it faster. SnapTick, man, they got so many ads, bro. They got to do better. Okay. But it's really hard. A lot of these sites are not reliable, and SnapTick is the one that I started launching TikTok ads in 2020. That's when I started doing that, and I always used the same method, and it's always worked. I don't have unprofitable days. Once you have so many control variables and things that you do in place, like, you don't have unprofitable days. So, okay. It looks like downloading HD is giving us a hard time because of that ad, so it doesn't matter. We'll just download in normal quality. Download, 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 download. So now I can go to my downloads, and as you can see on my computer.
Me? Obsessed with you?
We have these beautiful
Yes.
creatives. Well, guys, that's thought process, click by click, everything I do to create my creatives.